about Barbershop 3, The Next Cut, right? So I gotta admit, this is a pretty solid movie, right? This is a pretty good end to a trilogy, hopefully, and it doesn't really go any further than this, right? So overall, I think this movie is probably the most relevant out of the 3 Barbershop film stories. Now, granted, this one kind of deals with gun violence in Chicago, and obviously that's a big thing going on right now. Some people kind of compare this to Chi-Rock, and granted, I could kind of see why you would, but overall, I think Chi-Rock and this are completely 2 different beasts for the most part. Chi-Rock is based off a play, a Greek play, or whatever it may be, and this is just based off, you know, kind of just things going on just in general, right? But it is kind of funny how people kind of backlash Chi-Rock and people kind of like liking this or whatever it may be. But I just think it's kind of funny considering. But overall, I think this movie does get their point across, touching on social issues that kind of happening in the world, you know, with Obama, whatever it may be. Some of the jokes actually do land. I think they're actually quite funny. Now, some of the stuff with the gun violence thing, I think it does a good enough job trying to showcase their message where, like, taking kids off the street, you know, this thing is a very big thing. We need to do something. We got to help our community. I actually really did enjoy that. I thought that was a very good thing, right? And they perceived it very well without making it feel a little bit too forced or feeling like you've just been, you know, in a confessional with a preacher or whatever it may be. But overall, I think it actually did a good enough job, right? Now, the script is not a thing really to write home about, neither are any of the performances, right? There's so many characters in here to the point where nobody really stands out. Nobody really does a great performance per se. It's just a very basic, average thing. Ice Cube is nice to see because he's back as that mellow Ice Cube, not yelling or whatever it may be. But the essence of these films that really make them work is essentially the cast, right? The cast really works well together. Now, sometimes, you know, it does feel like they're a little bit going lazy for the most part, but I think they do a good enough job, right? Now, for me personally, the comedians like Dion Cole, I thought he was actually quite funny, but some of the racist jokes could get a little bit annoying. Nicki Minaj, look, her voice is not really bearable to really hear, but boy, are you going to get a kick out of fucking watching her, though. God bless America, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But either way, fake or not, you know, it's still, you know, it'll please you. But anyways, yeah, this movie does run a little too long, an hour 52 minutes, a little bit too much for the most part. But overall, I think it does a good enough job trying to get a message across, kind of making you laugh. You know, you'll probably cry, I guess, if you really want to force yourself to cry. But overall, yeah, like I said, this is a decent enough movie. If you enjoy the first 2, you'll probably enjoy this one. Should you rush to see it? If you have to ask me, not really. It's okay. But like I said, if you're a fan of these things and you really like Ice Cube, go ahead, see it. It's a decent enough movie to really get some enjoyment out of, but it's not overly funny. But I feel like the message is almost stronger than the comedy, if that makes any sense. But yes, comment, subscribe, and like. Help me get to 400 subscribers. I'm Chris Smith. I'm signing out.